over the name?
I did. Redacted, redacted.
Okay, we are.
Then there's
should be
a link at the
broadcasting.
What, right now?
Yeah.
Is there a way to test this magic?
I just sent the link in the chat.
Oh goodness, this is gonna be meta.
You might want to mute it.
No, Sims, no. Yes.
It'll be
It's
delayed.
working. It's delayed, yes, by like 5 seconds. This is very strange.
It's gonna be that way though, because
So, but what's worse is if I do it, you hear it in the stream continuously. So I inception myself.
Oh no, now I have to watch an ad.
So I will hear me on the stream, and then they will hear me from 5 seconds, who will hear me from 5 seconds, who will hear me from 5 seconds, forever, recursively, forever.
I see.
It will never end.
I'll close. It worked. It worked.
It'll work fine for you. I'm broadcasting, so that's what does it.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, I switched scenes on the stream to like a "we'll be right back" picture.
That's wonderful. It's Mario.
And I can
have it.
I can.
I have it unmuted, so I can hear everything happen more than once.
Oh no!
Okay.
A sophisticated bunch.
Aren't we? Yeah.
All right.
What is this magic of streaming? Oh my god!
Link us up on Facebook.
I'll let you do that.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Well, let him do it since he's also an admin.
Oh no, I mean I was just gonna post it on my Facebook.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Do that.
Copy.
I will paste my link on mine as well.
Are you posting it to the EPLZ gaming thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that too.
Okay. When I first saw that, I thought it was you were going for EPLEASE gaming.
EPLEASE.
EPLEASE. We might change it to that. We never know. EPLEASE.
EPLEASE gaming. Pleasing all your digital needs.
Okay. So, I'm capturing 4 Skype feeds, broadcasting, and recording this whole thing.
Right on.
As well as running 2 virtual audio cables to send audio to the stream.
I don't even know what that. Okay.
We just called Josh. Josh. I can never remember.
I just call him Josh. I link it to his profile.
Wait, what? What else do you call me?
Alteredpants.
Alteredpants. That's right. Alteredpants.
That's his Minecraft name. BT Dubs.
Yeah.
That's what we're calling him now too.
You could also refer to me as Lieutenant Num Nums.
That's his Steam name now.
Lieutenant Num Nums it is.
I'm going to change your name in the stream to that.
Alright.
No, okay. Well, we have MC Shackle.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I put in MC.
AKA Mick Shackles.
Mick Shackles and Lieutenant Num Nums coming to you live.
We'll be right back. No, just kidding.
Hey, what? Hey.
Just kidding. Yeah.
Streaming live from Borneo.
We'll go back. See, I like watching the stream, but unfortunately, yeah, I do tend to.
Okay.
A lot.
Okay.
So yeah, anytime you're ready, Nate.
All right.
Well, that's good. It's been fun having you on. Hopefully.
Welcome to the EPLZ live stream. We have joining with the great Sims and myself today, wonderful MC Shackles, who rubs elbows with the rich and famous every day. and Alteredpants, aka Josh, aka whatever else you want to call him.
Lieutenant.
He's a regular to EPLZ, but a first time to Boxhounders. Let's go ahead. Let's get this started with some news.
I think we were all there for the original Boxhounders, you know? I think.
What?
How do you like our stream logo as well? I worked for, like an hour on that, maybe.
Nice.
Is that the box?
It's a box with EPLZ, and I had to put eyes in it. And it's a little logo that says, hello. And it has Boxhounders over it.
Very good.
I'll work with you on that later.
Thank you. I don't have
Should add a little gun poking out, shooting someone's shins, like Houston would do.
Oh, yeah. I'm not that good at Photoshop. Anyway. What's the first thing we're going to do, Nate?
Well, I think that probably in tech industry, one of the biggest stories is that Apple has won their United States patent lawsuit against Samsung. And from what I understand, they won because of the curvature of the app logos on the Android.
I thought you were going to say curvature of the Earth.
Oh. Are you serious?
The Earth is theirs.
Isn't Google going for a lawsuit against Apple too now?
Apple has waged an international patent war since 2010. The fight has embroiled Samsung, HTC, and others who use Android. So they're both kind of... Apple is basically taking on the rest of the world, basically.
Oh, so it's everyone versus Apple.
Pretty much.
And Apple is winning, apparently?
Apple won against the Samsung Galaxy, I believe.
Galaxy S, I think. Yeah.
The Galaxy S. Because the logos on the Android system are curved in such a way that they resemble Apple applications on the iPhone.
I see.
And apparently Apple has trademarked the very angle of the corners of their app logos.
They do. They patent all of that. They even have patents on motions and gestures of touch.
Yeah, and this motion right here, which I'm now able to do without repercussion, that was patented for a very long time. Zoom in motion.
The pinch and zoom, yeah.
The pinch and zoom, yeah.
That's weird. So what does it mean now that they won the lawsuit? What does Samsung just have to change the curvature of their apps, or is it worse than that?
As far as I know, they're still working on the settlement.
Right.
The article that I'm reading, which is on CNBC.com, says that the touchscreen tablets, Samsung's Galaxy touchscreen tablets, are considered by many industry experts to be the main rival to the iPad. So, I believe what Apple has said is that it's a stolen product.
Yeah.
And what Samsung has to do is they'll have to work with Apple in such a way where Apple can say, no, you can't put this in your system. Yes, you can put this in your system. That kind of thing. Which really kind of gives them an unfair advantage over, that whole business sector. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like saying to your competitors, I'm sorry, I own everything that you're building. You can build it, but only in the way that I tell you to, and only if you sell it at this certain price.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Interestingly enough, the share prices for both of the products went up. Apple went up 1.3% for the day.
Wow.
And ended the day at $692.17. And Google went up about looks like about 2% that day, and ended at around $708.
Jeez. Some expensive stocks we're talking about.
So the stocks are you can tell when people are really interested in how it's all going to play out when people are basically buying stocks by betting on the winner of the lawsuit. You know.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess whoever loses is going to have their products go downhill in a while.
Well, whoever loses has to, they basically become subject to the other company.
Right.
You know.
Slaves. Not subjects, slaves.
They become slaves.
This is weird.
It is, isn't it? It's really strange. Okay, so Samsung...
That stuff kind of happens all the time, though.
Samsung awarded Apple $1.05 billion in damages. That was the settlement.
Wow, that's crazy.
$1 billion because they curved their apps wrong.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I know Apple, they tried to start some trouble with the HTC One X phone, and I actually have that, like, right here. It's a great phone. Sims, you gave me recommendation to get one, and it took forever for me to get one of these things because Apple was suing HTC or trying to, basically they had all of the One X phones held up in customs because they were saying that they used a patented drop-down menu that...
What?
Yeah, like, it's I had to get this thing from Georgia.
like your drop-down menu drops down too much like ours.
Yeah, literally, that's what they were saying. Like, the Best Buy representatives, that's what they're telling me. I looked it up online, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. I mean,
isn't this kind of anti-capitalistic, or...
Yes, but it's Apple who wants to control everything. That's their business model. That's their business
totally
model.
anti-trade, but the problem is that it's completely legal. You know, they did sign a patent for it, and they were rich enough to hire the lawyers that could convince the case or the case judge that they were correct, and so they won. And that's all there is to it. You know, you can't really do anything about it, especially when you're talking about a company that's trying to turn a consumer-based industry into a service-based industry.
Yeah.
You know, that just because you're dealing with two different beasts right there. You know, Samsung, HTC, and all them still believe that they're just bringing the product to the consumer, whereas Apple believes that they are basically bringing a service to the consumer. It's a different monster altogether.
Oh, Apple actually brings it all.
Yeah, they bring it all.
They manufacture hardware, software, all of it. But, yeah.
I mean, I've always said this. I know it's going to come up again and again, because I'm a big PC guy. But Apple makes quality products. They really do. They make exceedingly, optimized, well put together products. I mean, there are a few slip ups here and there. The new MacBook is supposedly one of the least repair friendly notebooks ever.
I would believe that.
It may be.
But
you have to say their hardware and everything is that good because they do control all aspects of it and can guarantee quality across all of them.
And the only problem that I have with Apple is just the unscrupulous business products or business practices that they do. You know, they make you buy these $1,000 machines, and then they just stop servicing them after 5 or 6 years, just so they make you buy a new one. That in itself just bothers the crap out of me. There's more to it than that.
It does let them avoid legacy issues, which is kind of held Windows back. But just because they say, screw it, you can't use it anymore, get a new one. Windows is still supporting stuff from like 95.
Oh, man.
Like 17 years ago.
So is that part where you were talking about with it being service-based? Like they expect you to buy this and then buy another one later on because it's like a service instead of a product? Is that what same kind of thing?
Basically, they're saying that when you buy the product, you're buying not only the product, but every single service that could go along with that. Customer support, software updates, you know, if you need a new version for your BIOS, the Apple BIOS, they give you that for free. They basically say anything, well, yeah, but I mean, it's Apple, so they're going to say, like, you get it for free. Basically, they take everything about the product, from the product to the customer to the repair and maintenance, and back to sort of, the Apple has kind of an upgrade plan now. It's where you can basically bring in, here, busted up iPhone, and they'll say, okay, well, you know, you've had it for a little while, the warranty's almost up, get you another one, that kind of thing. And that's what we mean by service. Whereas the consumer-based model is more like, okay, buy the product, for as long as the warranty holds out, we'll service it, and we'll keep it up to date. And then when that runs out, you're on your own. You know,
Right.
Straight, you know, business. Less of the family value that comes into it. Of course, if your family is a bunch of in-laws that are begging you for money, I guess Apple would be a good substitute for that.
The new American model.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
So let's move on.
These two guys are very stoic on the stream because their videos have frozen.
Wait, you show multiple people's videos?
Oh, their oberle went again. It was frozen for a second.
I'm frozen, aren't I?
Yours is, yeah.
You were for a minute.
That's a great pose to be frozen on. I look so thoughtful.
Yeah, you might hear echo because Josh is in the same room. He could just lean back and you could see him behind me. Hey. So he's there. Don't worry about it. He's back there.
So Sims, I hear you've got something lined up.
I do my brief rounds, you know, on like IGN and all this stuff, just to find things we can go over. Let's see, industry stuff. If we're staying on that,
Sure.
We'll switch over to gaming stuff a little bit. First one is just like a rumor of THQ and how they're still doing. Unfortunately, it's from a little while back, earlier this year. But yeah, THQ's been in some financial trouble. They've laid off some people. There's rumors about their lineup being canceled for 2014. But I don't know. I think they're doing better. Saints Row 3 is what has kept them alive.
What did they make before that? I mean, other than the Saints Row games, what's THQ? Mind me.
They made Darksiders. They made the Warhammer games. They've made a bunch of other stuff.
They did a lot of the Star Wars games with LucasArts.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're mentioning Saints Row 2 and like wrestling games as well. Yeah, apparently Saints Row 3 has sold 4 times as much as Saints Row 2. So,
well, it was ridiculous. It's understandable.
It's literally what has kept them alive.
Well, I mean, you know, Grand Theft Auto has been what's kept Rockstar Games alive all these years.
Yeah.
Rockstar Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard of them doing anything
Other than Grand Theft Auto.
That's all they do. Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, they did Red Dead Redemption. Okay.
Yeah.
Never
Didn't
played
they
They
do?
still do Max Payne.
Yeah.
They did, actually. That came out. They did do Max Payne 3.
Yeah.
That I hear that was a really good seller too.
Yeah. I heard it was a little different than the other ones.
Yeah, it was a little more vibrant, not as noir and gritty as the older ones.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. I was a fan of the originals, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope THQ continues because that again is all our Warhammer games. Nate.
Yeah.
No. And they were betting on Darksiders, and I think that might help them. Darksiders 2, I mean. Which is supposed to be a Wii U launch title.
Darksiders 2?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We can jump over to Wii U. Let me see. Where did I have that?
Aren't the controls going to be different?
Yeah.
That's going to be weird. That's going to be weird. The Wii U looks pretty crazy to begin with, but
It does. It does. The new Wii, it's scheduled for, when is it? November this year?
I believe so.
I think so.
Nate's double flipping tables over here.
Oh, I can't see the chat, so I'll screw the video up if I do. Yeah, it's launching in November 18th, starting at $300.
That's not too horrible, I guess.
Yeah, but I have to question it though. I mean, Oberle is a good person to talk with. Oh, Nate. You know that sound is just spamming the stream right now.
Wait, what sound?
The Skype like pop-up sound.
Skype.
Oh.
But no, I was talking about the new.
What were you saying, Sims?
The new Wii. Wii U.
Wii U.
But my concerns is that they're launching it too early again.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I'd agree.
Like they rushed it out to get to E3 this year, and then to have people play it, and now they're rushing it to November, and then the other consoles won't actually be out until maybe late next year.
Yeah,
It's
honestly,
been shown, that the consoles generally do better the closer to the Christmas holiday. I mean, look at the PS3 and the Wii. Just the Wii by itself. I mean, that released when? December 18th or something? I mean, that was like a perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's still too early in development and starting at that lower price. I mean, hardware-wise, I know it won't keep up.
well, yeah, that's kind of expected anyway, though.
Unfortunately, actually, you know what? Yeah, I mean, it's expected with the Wii. But if you go back and look at the GameCube and Xbox, GameCube was slightly less powerful than the Xbox, and PS2 came in third in the power of the consoles.
Right.
And so everyone underestimated GameCube just because no one made games for it.
Right.
So the Wii released November 19th, 2006, and it finished releasing on December 8th, 2006 in the EU. It was, literally the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, right around Christmas.
I guess they are at least doing that kind of thing again, but
Yeah. It's good. Well, at least their price is not too bad. $300.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Darksiders 2 going to be on the Wii for launch.
Are they updating Darksiders 2 for that, or is it going to be the same one that Bigly just released, or?
New console with Argyl's Tomb DLC and pre-order bonuses, so there'll be some extra stuff.
Okay.
So adding about 5 hours of extra content is what it says.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I mean, you'll have the controller with like the built-in screen on it. It's just like, okay.
yeah. Has anything even come out about the other consoles that are coming out at all, really?
PS4 and the codename 720.
Yes.
Not really. There's still, there's only rumors that they're even coming out next year.
Right, yeah. Then the Wii U's been happening for a while now, so.
Yeah, I mean, the next consoles will take advantage of the new hardware for sure. But they'll have to economize it properly because Sony and Microsoft lose a lot of money right up front.
It's a huge risk because if they don't have developers that already have games ready, then you'll have what happened to the PS3. You know, Sony chucks out the PS3. There's literally like 3 games that people ever want to play for it right at the start for that first year, so Sony just loses money, you know?
Yeah, I mean, when you buy a PS3 and you get these things for... How much was a PS3, Oberle? When you got it? When they first came out?
When I bought mine... I'm not sure when it first came out. When I bought mine, it was $500.
Okay.
That was before freshman year...
That was 2008 to 2007, 2008, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was close to release, and it was still about 80. Still about the 500. Okay.
In fact, it was because they lost all of that money that they scaled back and took all the backwards compatibility out of the new models.
Yeah. I mean, because they lose all that, because they put, like, they charge you $500, but there's definitely over $1,000 worth of hardware.
Oh, seriously?
If not more.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, to run those kind of games, yeah, you definitely have to have, like, at least $1,000 or more in them. So they're losing, like, half of the money they put into building these consoles. But over time, those components become much cheaper, and so they're making, like, double on new consoles sold. Which is why they stick around for 7 years instead of releasing new ones.
Do they make more money off of games too, than the console?
I'm sure they get a small percentage, but mostly it's developers and publishers.
Right.
Unless, Microsoft has game studios just like Sony, so they do make money off of those to supplement the to augment the loss. There you go.
Sims, you're getting a little 8-bit on me here.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too, actually.
Sorry. And I'm hearing myself. I think it's because Oberle. I'm hearing myself on Please mic.
Oh.
Because Skype is like changing my volume, or his mic volume.
Oh well.
When he's not speaking.
There you go. You're getting better. Getting there.
There
This
we
is
go.
exciting. It's like watching paint dry.
Boom. Yeah, thank you.
Boom.
Yeah. Other news, Guild Wars 2 sells 2 million copies.
I'm getting it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm getting it soon.
It's so good, Josh.
Do you have it?
I have it.
I'm
It's
coming.
fantastic.
I'm coming.
Fantastic. I'll link you to my my realm whenever we're finished here.
All right.
Holy cow! What a game!
Oberle's like,
What a game!
what are you guys talking about, Guild Wars? What is this?
Yeah, just like
What is
magic
this?
and sorcerers, Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know.
It's not Street Fighter versus Tekken, but
Exactly.
pretty exciting. Pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I haven't played
2
it.
million
but-
copies. What? I mean, wow. ArenaNet gives, I give props. I mean,
That's
for having that one-time purchase, and
Yes.
it's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, they launched August 28th, so.
They also have pretty good customer relations. Did you guys see where they
Yeah, they do.
where they did their thing on Reddit, where they said why they were banning people? Because it was hilarious.
I know.
No, I didn't see it.
You've got to. Okay, basically, on ArenaNet's Reddit page, they said basically, okay, anyone, if we banned your name, you can put it here and we'll tell you why. Because they started banning a lot more names for inappropriate stuff, and they were just like, just put your name here, just show what it is, and we'll tell you. It was absolutely hilarious. You have to go look at it. Because some of them are just, yeah, it's great. And it was a huge, it was a good thing, it was transparency for the company, and it was hilarious, so it got more attention.
That's great.
Yep.
For Guild Wars, yeah. It's not a subscription-based MMO. It's just a one-time and you're there.
Yes.
You can spend a lot of money in game if you want.
Yeah, I haven't looked at that.
They have other ways to buy items and become like a, I don't know, Nate, like a leader of a commander or something. It's like ridiculous amount
I'm sorry? What was it?
of something
The
in
first-
Guild Wars. I don't remember what it was.
Oh.
It's like you pay like 10 times as much as you did for the game.
Oh, yeah. The collector's edition.
Oh no.
Any-
For like, it's for some rank in game or something.
Oh, yeah. I honestly don't really know much about it because I just bought Guild Wars too. So.
Oh
You know?
yeah. Okay. Well, shall we move on?
Go for
Sure
it.
thing.
I had something. I guess this would be going back to Wii U again, but that was just Bethesda talking about the current generation and of consoles, and they're not actually holding us back. But we've talked about it. It's boring. Moving on. Let's do
Onward.
one more short one before we get into bigger stuff. Josh would love this one. Terraria sells 1.6 million copies
Yeah.
since 2011, and they are coming to consoles.
Oh,
It's coming to consoles. Nate knows what Terraria is. Oberle's like, what is Terraria?
No, I know about that.
You do?
Screw
Okay.
Attack is talking about it coming to consoles.
Okay.
And they were saying it was going to have lots of new features and things not offered otherwise.
Wait, really?
Like the use of a controller? Oh, yeah.
No, like new game content, like not available on PC.
I would expect that.
Now I've got to play it on PS3.
The problem is, though, pretty much anyone can play Terraria on a PC or even like a laptop.
Yeah. My laptop worked. 4 years old. Not meant for gaming.
Even C-Web, and his is just,
Like 8-year-old laptop or something.
yeah, it's just, it barely ran it. But I wouldn't be surprised if they let out some new stuff just to attract people to play it on those consoles. Or just re-release release it at Christmas and do a Christmas update again.
Hey, it would work probably.
Yeah, they're selling it through PSN and the Xbox Live Marketplace.
Yeah, arcade. Yeah.
I thought about getting it. I mean, I'm not sure, but I mean, we'll see.
It'll
It's
probably be like $10,
Yeah,
like it
that's
is
what
on
they were
Steam.
saying.
And on Steam it often goes on sale. I see it a lot during
Yeah, like
holidays and stuff for like
Two.
$2.50.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah,
Like those.
Steam has a lot of great deals when it comes to their holiday sales and stuff. Switching over to hardware. Let's switch to hardware for just a second. Apparently Nvidia released the new GTX 660 and 650 today. Nate might know what these are.
Yeah, I got no idea.
I see him smiling.
So they're super fantastic graphics cards that they're super fantastic.
Super fantastic. Well, actually, they're kind of the low end of the Kepler.
Super fantastic. Okay.
They're the super fantastic lower end of the 600
Super
series.
Fantastic.
They still are. They still are, and I'll tell you why. But they're the new Kepler.
Consider that, somebody who doesn't necessarily have a ton of disposable income will end up buying these cards. I'd say they're super fantastic considering the AMD equivalent that they'd be going up against.
They are. Very, very good. If you don't know how NVIDIA's kind of scaling works, like the first number is the series, and then the other two is just the models, like 660, 650. And these go from, 600 up to 690. And 650 to 660 are kind of the middle range, or the low-end gaming cards. Still, these have these are still very powerful compared to the older models. They claim that that you'll see like 60% increase over the 560 of the last generation, and at the same kind of power, and you'll see like 4 times as much power from like the 460 or the 9800, which a lot of people are still using. And these are like middle range cards. I mean, the 660 is like 229. You can get the 650 for just 200.
Too bad.
Or you can continue on up to 670s. Which I know someone who has those.
Has the 690 come out yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we have someone on the call that has 2 of them.
That's me. I do have 2 690s running right now.
Is that what those things were? Is that what those were?
Yeah.
Those were.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
do you want me to throw a picture up on the stream for that?
Yeah.
Those Sims
They look like plasma cartridges for a beam rifle.
What?
Exactly. Right? They do. They look like clips.
That's what I thought they looked like.
Here we go.
Yeah.
There's
Load
the
that thing
picture on the stream.
But yeah. So the other day, Sims comes across Facebook, and he just goes, "Look what came in the mail," and he's holding up these 690s on a picture.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. 690s. If you don't know, 670s are really great. I have 2 of those as well. They're sitting right there. And we'll be doing some work with those this weekend. But GTX 680s are the flagship single GPU cards, video cards right now for NVIDIA. And each one of those costs about $500.
Yeah, that's about right.
And 400 and something for each 670. And then one 690 is a dual core or dual GPU graphics processing unit. So it's basically 2 680s in one.
Oh,
It's built in SLI
and you have 2 of those.
and so it's like 4 GTX 680s.
Yes.
And so you have
those
You're so
together inside his case.
They are kind of expensive. A little bit.
So do you have them on full SLI now? Or?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You need to get like 6 monitors. And,
I can do that.
pick them
but,
up. Yeah. Like have them be kind of gridded.
like this
Yeah.
entire wall in front of me. I have 2 27-inch
Yeah.
monitors in front of me already. I don't know if I need more.
just make
Have
this
them be
room. Just make this room
Yeah,
into
have
an
them-
IMAX. Sorry.
be like the Logitech touchscreens. And so you just like do Minority Report stuff.
But what I was talking about with these cards, I mean, these are kind of middle range cards, and these are probably the kind of cards, maybe a little better, that you'll see in the new consoles as well. I don't know what AMD is doing on their side. They're supposed to have a new... I don't know if they have any that compete at the moment.
Not that I know of. I know that they lowered the price on their brand new cards because of it, though.
Probably, yeah. The new Kepler technology is just, yeah, they haven't...
Yeah.
They can't compete with it right now. And it's kind of surprising because most consoles, I think all of them actually use ATI cards at the moment, the current gen.
Yep.
Because there for a while, ATI was just like, and AMD ATI, they bought them out, was just, got a lot better performance. But NVIDIA
Well, it was cheap. cheap to service, cheap to mass produce. You know.
Mm-hmm. But seeing this kind of, jump will be, well, we'll see. So yeah, go check those out. Order one for yourself. Yeah.
Or 2.
Or if you want to do SLI, which works on most games.
I need to get a new motherboard before I do any SLI.
Yeah.
I mean, mine is SLI ready, but I don't know if I want to do that.
Okay.
I also need a new power supply. Right now I have 650. Need like 1,000.
Yeah, yeah. I'm upgrading from 950 to 1200 just because.
1,200.
Just because I have
More
to.
power.
No, because I calculated it, and at peak, and with the new processor I'm putting in, that'll be more power. It will peak at over 1,000. So, okay, I do. We have IGN's top 100 RPGs that we can look at as well, which will be perfect for Oberle because they include like a lot of older ones.
Nice.
That he'll be
I hope
like,
it's not fraudulent.
he'll be like, oh yeah, I totally remember that one. Oh,
I played it last week.
yeah. I'll try to throw it up on the stream if you want to load the stream and look.
Secret of Mana needs to be on there.
We'll go through it.
All 100.
If anyone's watching the stream right now, I'll put it in the middle there. There you go.
I believe there are a couple of watchers.
Are you seeing seeing this one, Oberle?
Oh, hold on.
That is the title I have.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't actually know what this is exactly.
I saw it on Steam.
Yeah. Oops, I'm doing something. Oop.
Oh well, Jade Empire character right up front. Nice.
Let me.
That's one series that I really think was underappreciated.
Oh yeah, I'd agree with you.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a
Fantastic.
whole screen for the. There you go. Stream might be a little better now. If we can still hear us. First one. See, I don't know this. Came out in 1990. Oberle be like, oh yeah.
So it's an RPG, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly.
Since it's in the top 100 RPGs, I would say yes.
It's a JRPG though. So it makes it
next.
different.
Yeah, I gotta say I like the Shin Megami Tensei series back when it was like Nocturne. I basically like the first 3 games, like when they went into Digital Devil Saga. I haven't played any other Persona games. Like I know nothing about them at all.
Huh.
Me either.
I would have figured that you would know all about them.
I mean, I know, like, I've heard about them, but I never really looked into it. It's funny because Atlas, fighting game company, actually released a fighting game based on this RPG, which is very strange.
Yeah, it's due for release in the U.S. if it hasn't already been very soon.
Yeah, it recently dropped. So
for which one? The first one we did.
No, the Persona 4 fighting game.
Oh, what are we doing?
Talking about Persona.
Well, right now we're talking about several different games. I have this game, Lunar, Eternal Blue.
You do?
I do. I don't have it for the original console, obviously, but I do have it for, I think there's a
Sims.
remake.
Yes.
Yeah, the Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings got 78 on this list.
Awesome. We'll get to it. How about Shadow Hearts Covenant?
What? I can't say I've played that one.
2004. Came out in 2004.
No, I haven't played it.
Yeah, that one is a really good game.
Oh, wait.
I have it.
I have a feeling you're just saying this. That you're just like, oh yeah, that's a really good game.
I think he's actually played it.
I'm pretty sure he has. Yeah.
I think he's for real played it.
Yeah, what number is that?
98.
98. We're going up for 100.
Starting at 100.
Are you wanting to go through all of them?
We'll go quickly. And they don't. I don't know if they have them all
Okay.
posted. They might now because it's been all week. Final Fantasy VIII at 97. We're at.
Yeah, I played that game.
I can't say I've played much of any of it. I played some of the
Didn't
older
think-
ones, but
I thought it was kind of a letdown. To
It's
be
good.
honest. I mean, it was hyped so high. It had those nice, like, freaking pre-rendered videos, and then you got into the game, and it was this weird kind of.
like
Not
Final
good.
Fantasy 14 is like nothing but cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just like what?
Yeah.
I think that's a series that just needs to stop, and they need to move on with something else.
Yeah, well, they need to stop making, as far as Final Fantasy games go, they need to go back to the roots and stop making sequels to their games, you know? Like, that was one of the staples of Final Fantasy. They were able to craft worlds that people were obsessed with and then move on and do the same thing all over again. And they were really good about that up until 10, I would say. And then when it went from Squaresoft to Square Enix, for me, it's been downhill. Like,
Yeah,
I
they
have
did
not
the whole
enjoyed
'Squeenix.
10-2
what they
and 13-2, and now they're coming out with 13 verses at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever
Yeah,
they go.
they need to just move on. Just go back to doing single games for every game, if not just end the series. At this point, they're almost as bad as LucasArts is with milking a franchise.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And at number 96 in 1987,
Phantasy Star.
Yes,
Uh,
love that one.
I played Phantasy Star. What was the newer ones? That was on, was it PS2 or something?
Sega Dreamcast. It was on Dreamcast for a while.
Yeah, there's one out there.
It was a
Phantasy
Game
Star.
Boy Fantasy
Yeah.
Star that came out.
Yeah.
I never played it. I never played Phantasy Star.
No, I was well at that release date. Apparently, I was -2. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was like
I picked that one
two
up.
to a year and a half before I was born.
Yeah, I picked that one up when I was in, I think, 5th grade, and it wasn't my favorite, but it was enjoyable. So.
Yep.
Number 95.
Legend of the Dragoon,
Godlike game. Godlike.
released in 2000. That's Oberle's review. We
I
can just
love-
move on now.
I love that game.
Godlike.
Legend of Trigger. It was fantastic. Alright, 94. I don't like how the stream is behind. So I'm like waiting.
Vagrant Story.
What is that?
Another Godlike game.
I haven't.
I'm sur-
I have never. Yeah.
I'm surprised it's so far back. Kind of surprising.
So this is Mick Shackles. He's our RPG historian.
Well, just console game historian, pretty much in general.
Yeah. I got my degree from Capcom.
Honorary doctorate in console studies.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, this was it was kind of a sleeper hit, I guess you could say. It was definitely overshadowed by Final Fantasy. I mean, it was developed, as you can see, by Square. It It's a really fun game. Like I enjoyed it when it came out. I put it up by Final Fantasy VII, to be honest.
Hey, can you link the list
Yes, I can.
so then I can look at it? Because we got, if we're doing all of these, we got a lot to step through. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep going. Yeah. Number 93 is Tales of Phantasia with PH.
I played it. I don't know.
I mean, look at that
Seemed kinda
artwork.
like
Look at it.
Seemed kind of like a knockoff to me.
Yeah.
Final
What's with that
Fantasy.
guy's armor? What is that?
You don't know.
You know, let's not worry about that and let's move on. 92.
I'm 92.
Diablo 3 at 92. Well, I don't know
I'd say it
if
deserves
I
more
would.
than 92.
Well, no, we're starting at the very low end.
Yeah.
So
I'd
I would
say
think
that
it would need to
it's
be like
lower.
101, so it's not on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you guys, as PC gamers, do you think that this should even be on this list?
I was gonna say I don't think Diablo.
I mean, the
3
third one, I guess you could.
I don't know that it's an RPG in so much as like a dungeon crawler.
Yeah,
It is, well,
action-y.
it's an RPG considered that story is with you the entire gameplay. You literally, there's no part where some character is not talking, yelling, doing something that is relevant in some way. But
Yeah, I mean
I don't
all
think-
the irrelevant dialogue from Leia. God.
but I don't think Diablo 3 should be on the list just because it was awful. I mean, it just wasn't. It just wasn't as good as Diablo 2.
Fun,
you know?
fun gameplay for the first, week.
For the first play.
The
and
first
then
time we
that's
played
it.
through it. But their whole concept was to play through it 4 times at 4 different difficulty levels to get everything. And then they just kind
To
of
get
screwed up
better
by
gear.
changing around different characters and balancing them in weird ways. And everyone's just like, screw this.
It wasn't even to get different, all the stuff. It's just to get better gear and sell it on the real auction house, real money auction house.
Yeah,
That
which
was the
never
whole
opened.
thing.
Yeah.
No, it opened.
Did it
It opened.
finally? Okay.
You make like $1 or $2 off of an item.
No, but the story
So-
in Diablo 3 was atrocious.
Hmm.
And
Oh,
characters
gosh, yeah.
were unbelievable. Leia especially.
Yeah, Kirby tried to describe it to me at Erskine one day, and I was scratching my head when he was describing it to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been waiting for 12 years for the game to come out.
And
Yeah.
Daniel was raging a little too, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, 91.
thank you.
Fable 2.
Oh my god, I've never played Fable
Beyblade?
2, oddly enough. Because it didn't get Xbox. Because I was playing PC.
I didn't.
Fable
never
1 and
liked-
Fable 3 both have come out on PC, but Fable 2 was like, nope.
I never like a series that introduces guns to its franchise unless they were always there. The only franchise that I've ever seen successfully pull off something like introducing guns to their universes is Final Fantasy.
You would
Because
think it
you
would
have,
be
like-
overpowered, but it's not.
You have like airships and whatnot, but I just don't like the concept. I mean, it's you get done with Fable and you're either this super god force that has some kind of massive weapon, and then Fable 2 comes out and is like, here, you can have a pea shooter. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've not played Fable 2, I've played Fable 3, and I know that it's kind of like the magic, and so it's useful, but I still prefer Melee most of the time. And it's just kind
Right.
of... Because it was set in the industrial kind of era. And so they
So
had...
number 90.
Yeah. I'm expecting
Let's just,
more fans.
let's move on before I start raging.
Oberle?
Persona 4. Okay,
Shin Megami Tensei.
me first, because
Shin
I know
Megami
all
Tensei.
about this game.
Oberle?
So Persona 4,
Oh,
I really liked it. I thought it was I thought it was freaking sweet. Like, just the whole thing about it. You're like, so like IGN pretty much nails it on the head. It's a time management plus detective story. It's pretty freaking sweet. You get these cards and you use them, summon monsters, get people. It's pretty nice. Move on.
I've heard a lot of good things about Persona 4, and there are a lot of my friends who play it excessively. Apparently, it's really long, and there's a lot you can do.
It is. In fact, GiantBomb.com,
Giant Bomb, yeah.
If you've ever heard of Jeff Gerstmann, which at least back in my day, he was, the go-to video game reviewer on GameSpot. Now he's over at GiantBomb.com, and they did an entire playthrough of Persona 4, and it took them, I think, like over 150 episodes to like 30 to 45 minute long episodes to complete.
And they were actually good at the game, I would guess.
Yeah, they're actually good at the game.
Not like some people who have like 300 episodes of Skyrim.
Shall not be named.
Moving on, at number 89, we have one of our favorites, Nate.
New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas. Which I can admit I've played like a ton of.
Let me check my logged hours on New Vegas.
Mine might not be correct.
I have 86 on New Vegas.
I have 87, although I've played more than that.
It's, considering that the only other game that I've played by Bethesda for an excessively long amount of time is Skyrim, and I have, if I can find it here, Elder Scrolls, 185 hours played. I'd say that New Vegas pretty much takes the cake for being pretty awesome.
I like New Vegas. Lately I've discovered that I like the Fallout series a little more than Elder Scrolls, just because I got kind of tired of the, fighting necromancers and going in caves. I was like, like Skyrim is awesome, but I can't bring myself to play the DLC just because I've kind of I've done it.
But you could be a vampire lord.
Because you can kind of expect what's going to happen. In Fallout, it's like all the DLC are so different.
I think that after we reach 80, we should skip ahead a little bit, because there's no way we're going to...
Yep, Sims, this is too many, man.
This
is too many RPGs.
Too many golden gems.
Final Fantasy 9?
9.
Yeah. I love that game. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That art style.
Come on. This is why I like it. For me, it was kind of like a breath of fresh air after 7 and 8, because 7 was extremely dark, mature, even in its presentation, despite the blocky graphics. And then 8, it was just, it was an emo saga. Like, I enjoyed it. But that's what it was.
It was basically, what was it? What's his name? Strife?
Squall.
Squall.
Are you talking about in 7 or 8?
8.
8, yeah, Squall was his name.
Leonhardt, right?
No, that's what they changed him to. Or yeah, you're right. That was his last name. Yeah.
He's looking for that girl.
Yeah, basically. And then 9 comes along. It has kind of a medieval / steampunk feel to it, and it deals with dark themes, but it's presented in a really good-spirited, fresh manner. The mini card battle system, like they had a little mini game that they utilized well, which I really enjoyed. The gameplay was really tight. Like, another problem with 8 was built too much around the summon spells, and 9 balanced gameplay really well between magic, melee, and summon spells. So that's why I like it. But.
Cool. Okay, let me switch.
Number 87, Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals, which to me sounds like Sinistar.
1996 Super Nintendo.
I am
Yeah, if I could afford this game, I would get it. It's a very expensive game to buy.
Just because it's rare.
You typically have to drop about. Yeah, it's a rare game basically. It's hard to find. You'll typically spend $50. Like that's the lowest I've seen it, and I mean it can go up into like 120.
Wow.
So basically a full price, like, new game.
Yeah.
Number 86, Shadowrun.
Basically, yeah. And I mean it.
Shadowrun?
Shadowrun.
Never played it. So
Have any of
the
us?
last line here is just watch out for assassins.
Moving on.
I assume it has some assassins in it.
Yeah. Keep going.
Breath of Fire.
3.
3.
Breath of Fire.
I've never played this one either.
No,
Deep
it's
Combat.
A friend of mine had it, and it was a good game. I honestly, I spent maybe a weekend playing it. It was good. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily put it on this list, but it was good.
It was good. That was MC Shackle.
It was good.
84, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh boy.
So
1.
I really liked Kingdom Hearts.
I have to admit, I have played and beaten the first one. Yeah.
I'm still a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts, even though the second one made it way too easy to play the game. I'm engrossed in the story. I haven't played personally any of the sequels after Kingdom Hearts 2, but I have watched them all be played on YouTube because I'm that interested. I think it's a fantastic concept, and I really like the world around it. I think it's great. I really like it. Some people will rave. Some people that I know rave about.
Fire Emblem.
Oh man.
Number 83.
Okay, so this is the Fire Emblem that was released on Game Boy Advance. The first Fire Emblem to be released here in North America. And you find out that this Fire Emblem in particular is like 7 or 8. And it goes way back in Japan. But it's a turn-based strategy. It's so cool because your characters, you actually form they form bonds with each other, but you also sort of form a bond with them. And if they die, they perma-die. So if your strategy fails, you're screwed, basically.
Oh. Wow.
So it's hardcore.
Okay.
It's hardcore.
What else is hardcore? Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven. And number 82.
Shackle Saga.
Even this picture. What is this picture?
I don't know. It came out in 1998. I don't know.
Look at the dragon. It's like...
I was hoping oberle would have been like, oh yeah, man.
As you can see, the platform was PC, so it's uncharted territory for me.
Was it? Oh yeah.
I might know a few PC old RPGs, but we'll see. Not this one.
Oh, I never
Kirby
played
is
that
the
one.
that we have to ask about Might and Magic.
Dragon Warrior 7. PlayStation.
Yes.
Yes, that's what he said about that one. Moving on.
Hey, there's a gecko.
Yes.
PC, Amiga,
Dungeon
Atari, and Atari 2600.
What?
Here you go, oberle.
What is this?
This is Dungeon Master. Oddly, you'll notice this has done better than Diablo 3.
What? Oh yeah, it's like
way better. Whew. The Mandate of Heaven was better than Diablo. Oh God. Oh.
I've actually heard of this game. I've actually heard of it. I've never played it. I know a lot of people who love it, but I myself have never played this game. Have no desire to. But
okay, we're at 80. Do we want to skip ahead?
let's jump to 60.
Okay, just skip the 70s. No
And
one
then-
cares about
and then
them.
we'll
Eve Online.
move
Oh god.
EVE Online. So I knew a guy once who played this game a lot. I don't like it simply because of the lack of control you have. Everything is done in real time, so your training is done in real time. So you buy this like license to pilot capital ships, and you have to actually wait a real week in order to get your license to pilot capital ships.
Yeah.
What?
Eve Online is like IRL time. It's like
IRL
real
space
time. like it's not sped up. Like it's like
No.
it's like Space Miners hardcore.
The
Wow.
game itself is beautiful.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
The skyboxes, the ships, the fights that you can get into. It's great looking, but I personally can't get into it.
There's like an actual like online government for like the universe.
I was gonna say,
Yes,
isn't
and-
this the game where people have formed corporations and things?
Yes,
Yeah.
and people will actually run the galaxy in EVE Online, just based off of working their way up to that position.
Moving on. Okay, yeah. Phantasy Star 4.
Didn't we see one of these already?
Yeah.
Look, it's the same armor on that guy on chat.
Oh goodness.
Okay, moving on.
Freedom
I'd
Force.
like to note that that last one was released on the Wii. Freedom Force.
Wow.
Never played it, but it looks super awesome.
Wait. Yeah, this is PC and Mac. It's like some bastardized version of like DC Comics. I'm just like,
What the?
Basically,
Captain
yeah.
America with ears?
it's like Captain
No,
Pirate
Captain
America.
Oh, I see. It's like Captain Colonialism.
Yeah.
and look at the Iron Man knockoff. He has real wings coming out. Of his,
Wait, is that
the
who
back
that
of his
is?
arm.
What?
Okay.
Okay, let's get away from that.
Yeah.
Mass Effect 2 at 57. Oh god, Nate.
So
I think
Mass
we have
Effect-
spent like most of our adult lives playing this game.
190 hours on Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, mine is just as much.
Really great game.
190 hours.
Amazing game, yeah.
I have not played the Mass Effect games.
Tactics Ogre, let us cling together.
This is what platform is it? Super Famicom,
And PlayStation.
Yeah, despite
Wait,
Saturn, PlayStation, Virtual Console, and PSP.
despite the name, it's a very good game. It's actually based off of an older one that came out on the PlayStation. And Final Fantasy Tactics. I mean, a lot of people love that game. Tactics Ogre is actually, I would say, better than Final Fantasy Tactics. If not equal to, in my opinion, better.
I do remember Tactics Ogre, Knights of Lotus coming out.
Older. Woo.
Sounds good. But yeah, it's published by Atlas, and they have a good reputation for making pretty top-notch games. We brought you Riviera and games like Tale of Yggdra, which is also another tactics game. It's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna skip forward to number 54, skipping like two of them, to Neverwinter Nights 2.
Neverwinter Nights 2.
PC and
So,
Mac. Oberle's
had
like,
this-
again, I don't really give a crap. You know?
I thought
No,
it
I mean,
was
I
good.
respect Neverwinter Nights too. It's a good game. I mean, but
I-
I'm not familiar with it. But
Yeah, I've not
seen,
played it
like,
either.
Howard. He
So,
played the crap out of it.
Nate.
Well, it's basically Dungeons and Dragons for PC.
yeah.
Before Baldur's Gate, there was Neverwinter Nights. So.
53. Ultima 7, the Black Gate.
Okay.
PC, Super Nintendo. Kind of an odd
Not me.
two platforms to choose.
Not me.
Yeah.
Odin Sphere, number 52.
Odin Sphere.
I've heard of this.
Oberle, did I? You played Odin Sphere, right?
I have played it. Yeah, I played it for PS2.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did too. So a friend of mine got me this. Really good friend of mine got me this. Right before I went to freshman year at college. Fantastic game. Oh man. So you play through as a Valkyrie. It's really based, obviously you can tell from the name, it's really based in Norse mythology. But put out by Atlas, another top-notch game. I really liked it. Thought it was great.
Oh, are we okay?
Yeah, moving on.
51 is Wild Arms. If anyone knows that one.
Yeah. I did own that for PlayStation. I ended up trading it in. It's a well-respected series. I guess from a technical standpoint, it's good, but when I first bought it years ago, I did not enjoy it. It's like the thing says, it had a lot of puzzles, like very difficult puzzles, but it was, I don't know, it was very streamlined. It was a very streamlined game, and I guess you could say it didn't have the bells and whistles of Final Fantasy VII. And I wasn't very interested when it came out after having played it.
Golden Sun. Oh god, I wish Daniel was here.
Yeah, if Daniel was here, played this up so much.
Maybe I should get him on the stream. And then we have like a 2-hour conversation about Golden Sun.
I don't know if we can handle 2 hours of Golden Sun.
That would be him, yeah. Let's just say, Daniel is our other admin on our Minecraft server as well.
Let's move to 20. Let's move to 20.
It's a Dragon Quest. I'm kind of curious.
EverQuest.
Tales of Destiny. There's some Xenogears. Pool of Radiance. Oh, okay. Number 46, Pool of Radiance. 1988. Better game than Diablo 3.
Apparently much better.
It's like a text game.
It's got a cool dragon.
Okay, where are we skipping to?
20.
20, okay. EverQuest. 1999.
So I have a lot of respect for EverQuest just because
PC
I play
only.
World of Warcraft, but I don't like the game. So yeah.
No, I never played it myself. I think we're getting into all PC games. System Shock 2.
Never heard of it.
Me either,
Yeah,
oddly.
I've seen some gameplay of it on YouTube. I've read some reviews, and I never played it myself, but it's supposed to be a unique experience.
It's definitely better than Diablo 3. Okay, I'm driving that. That's a dead horse, and I'm just okay. Let's just move on with the
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Finally,
I know about this one.
finally, Josh
Josh
has
knows
something
all
to
about
talk
Dark
about.
Souls.
Yeah, a guy at work has been talking about this constantly for the past week, so I know about it. Dark Souls is awesome because it's extremely difficult, but it's very, very well made so that it's never unfair. It's never fake difficulty. So it actually teaches you to ramp up your skill at the game like way more intensely than any other game would. And the multiplayer is really unique because other people can just kind of jump into the world and either help you or hurt you. So you can be hunted by other players or helped by other players in lots of random situations during the game. It's awesome. They can also leave you notes. Sorry.
Better than Skyrim.
Way better than Skyrim. Number 17, Earthbound.
Yeah.
1995.
Actually, I think this game is really overrated. I'm just going to say that.
Earthbound?
Yeah, it's a good game, but I think it's overrated.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of really good things. Like everybody loves Earthbound, so I guess I can see why you're saying that.
Yeah, I mean it's very simplistic gameplay. It's very easy to play. It's unique. It has, I mean, it's the standard turn-based, combat. If you played a Japanese RPG character or RPG game, then I mean, you've experienced it. But people just love the world, the characters, and I can respect that. But I mean, a cheap copy of this goes for about $125 or $145.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Collection.
Would like to say though that it is developed by HAL Laboratory, which brings you all of the Kirby games.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Moving on to number 16 is Diablo, the original,
The original.
1996.
I've played a little of Diablo,
Blizzard
but
North.
not a lot, because as you can see, this is back in the days when it was developed by Blizzard North, which means that it's the game that's based off of DOS.
And not Activision, Blizzard.
Not
Blizzard
Activision,
Vision.
Yeah, Blizzard Vision. So I don't have a lot of memories about this game because I was 6 years old whenever
I
it was
think we
released.
all remember Diablo 2 a little bit more.
Yeah. Even I remember
that-
Diablo 2.
Better than Diablo 3. Let's move on.
So here's something that you might like, Oberle, for number 15.
Oh yeah. Secret of Mana.
Secret of Mana.
You play this one?
Yes.
By Squaresoft.
Really, really great game. Still very innovative, even by today's standards, because it allowed for, in the old school turn-based style, it allowed for multiple people to play one game together. I really think that's something that a lot more modern RPGs, like more turn-based console RPGs, should start adding in. I mean, it had a great storyline, as the description says, very customizable, but it was amazing. I want to try to actually buy a copy of this when I get a chance.
How do you feel about the others in the Mana series, like Sword of Mana?
To be honest, I have never played it.
Never.
No, I've never had a chance. I never, because I typically don't do the emulator stuff, and I've never really been able to get a copy of anything. In fact, Secret of Mana is the only one that I've been able to play. So,
the others are still based in the same world, but the world has changed a lot between each one. So Secret of Mana is the first one, and then like several hundred years go by before the next one comes along. And then the last one in the series, which it was for PS2, it was reported to be kind of like the last PlayStation 2 release kind of thing. I can't remember the name right now, but it was supposedly takes place before Secret of Mana.
really?
When the tree was just being planted or something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. Final Fantasy Tactics.
1998. Original PlayStation. I assume you played this one.
I did.
It's good.
I played Final Fantasy
love
Tactics
that-
Advance, but not this one.
Yep. Played that one too. I like the art style in the Final Fantasy Tactics.
Moving
I
on.
like the
Here
art,
we go.
like the art style.
Yeah, I mean, people have already said everything that needs to be said about that game a billion times. So,
Number 13,
Yeah.
Planetscape Torment.
I'd like to say
PC.
that this guy right here looks like he came from Battlefield Earth.
I know, I was just about to say that. Oh, yeah. It's John Travolta.
infinite options for renewal.
Renewal. What's the other one where he goes really high? What's the
Before you could spell your name.
before you could spell your name? Yeah. Guys, if you have not seen Battlefield Earth, don't. But go watch it just for the hell of it. Oh, such an awesome. Spell your name. Okay, number 12, Knights of the Old Republic. Original, awesome game.
Nice the Old Republic. Yes, I
Totally.
loved this game.
I think pretty much everyone I know loved this game.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Bad reviews.
The second one, this one, awesome.
That robot guy, what was his name?
Him?
What?
No, the angry robot HK-47?
No.
Yeah,
No,
he
yeah.
always called people meat bags.
Yeah,
Yeah.
meatbags, yeah.
He was great. That was a great character.
Oh, yeah, it was a fun game. I love it. I have it
the
behind me, actually, on my bookshelf.
Number 11.
One of the best in gaming.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, but that's all we need to say about it, because anything else
Yeah.
we say is just going to be icing.
It says game of irreplaceable, unforgettable memories. Okay, let's move on, since everyone remembers it.
Yep.
Fallout
Number
3.
Fallout 3.
I can't believe
So
New
the
Vegas
predecessor.
is not
Okay.
higher than Fallout 3. I like New Vegas more than Fallout 3, but Fallout 3 was one of those titles that just kind of everyone was like, "Oh my God, Fallout 3!"
Right.
And people compare a lot of games to Fallout 3. So
Well, it was the first time when you could be in the Fallout franchise and you could actually kind of immerse yourself there because it's first person.
yeah, the
What
first
I
kind of
So all the other ones were top down, sort of.
yeah, it was a big change for Fallout series. I mean, we kind of used to it with Oblivion, but then Fallout series got an update, so that was really great. It is a great game. I haven't unfortunately been able to play it too much. I've played through it and some of the DLC, but then it was like, oh, we don't like dual core or multi core processors anymore. It did for a while. It might start working again. Mass Effect at number 9, the first Mass Effect.
I didn't play it nearly as much as 2.
No.
I don't know if that makes me less of a hardcore gamer, but I liked 2 better than 1.
That's weird.
I can understand that because I enjoy 2 and 3 more so because of the streamlined interface and GUI. A lot of people don't like it because they think you don't get immersed enough in it because you don't have to mess
You don't
around.
have to customize Shepard's armor.
You don't have 10 different versions of every piece of armor in the game.
What?
Every piece of armor has or each set of armor has 10 different levels, and it's like this armor 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10, and weapons are the same way. So everything has 10 different levels, and you collect all this stuff, and you have I had at one time I gave myself everything in the game. And
Oh, boy.
it just made the thing so laggy because the menus were cannot handle so much stuff. and I was just like, this was ridiculous. And when they gave you 10 sets of armor in the second one and just a handful of guns and said no more, and let you get more involved in the story and not messing around in the menus, I loved it for that.
I see. I get it. I get it.
A lot of people don't like that because it doesn't feel like open world enough, but I enjoy it because Mass Effect's more story based, not kind of open world. Oh God, number 8, Nate.
So, I still play World of Warcraft.
Originally came out in 2004. This is
I
8
paid
years
for
old.
it. I've played it since late 2005 or early 2006. I can't remember. But
Josh is signing up right now.
Pretty much played it nonstop. My experience with it began with Warcraft: Orcs and Humans, which was the very first Warcraft game, and that was a DOS-based game. And then it went to Warcraft 2 and that expansion, Warcraft 3 and that expansion.
I
and
played
then World of
3, but
Warcraft.
I never. Let's just say this game's been out for 8 years. If you don't know about World of Warcraft, I'm sorry.
Probably haven't been on the internet.
You probably haven't. You might want to go check your heartbeat because.
Yeah.
Number 7.
was.
Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
This game should have been way down.
I don't know if it should be at number 7.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know if it should be number 7 either.
It didn't. I mean, okay. What's different with this game from the past maybe 3 or 4 games we talked about? All those games innovated something. Like they did something new. They added to the genre. Skyrim, I mean, it polished up the combat system. You know, the dual wielding. It gave some new elements to the Elder Scrolls game series itself, but it didn't do anything new.
I mean, okay, let's just say it. Let's just say it. It's a great game,
but it didn't innovate.
It's a great game. It looks great. It's amazingly fun, but it didn't innovate.
I don't think it should be number 7.
It's built upon like the Oblivion kind of
It's basically Oblivion minus the Oblivion. I mean,
story. You know,
They did do some cool things in it, like the dragon fights and the graphics and.
Oh yeah, way OP giants and buggy dragons.
Yes. But, yeah, it was just kind of play off of the previous ones already. But it did kind of perfect some of the things, except for the menu.
Yeah, hated the menu.
Yeah,
The
no
menu,
one liked the menu.
No one liked the menu.
The disappearing woolly mammoths. Didn't like that.
Wait, what?
Every time I play the game, like, well, not every time. That's an exaggeration. A lot of the times, I'll be walking along and a woolly mammoth will just appear in the sky, fall down, and die.
Oh yeah, I forgot about all the glitches when it first came out because I posted a ton of screenshots of that, of like horses like on top of each other, and then you know, all kinds of this stuff, and like dragon skeletons just littering Skyrim because they didn't disappear, they just stayed there and just kind of flopped around whenever you entered the area. Oh god.
Oh man.
Like I'd go to Solitude and this would be this dragon like skeleton just ragdoll of like physics, just, you know, flapping around everywhere. It innovated that, you know.
Skeletons everywhere.
Oh, number 6. Oh, Diablo 2. Okay,
I think this deserves number 6.
I would say yeah.
I'd say that.
Kind of innovated on the old dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
This had the old BattleNet, wasn't it?
Yep. The first implementation of BattleNet was Diablo 2 and Warcraft 2 Beyond the Dark Portal.
Yeah.
So those two games at least were very, very innovative, at least for their time. So let's just go ahead and move on. There's nothing more we can really say about that one either.
Final Fantasy 4
4 is up here?
at number 5. It's number 5. 4 is 5.
It's 4. Cecil fights his inner
about this oberle.
Super Nintendo.
I liked it. I didn't like the active time battle, but I liked it. I thought it was good.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Number
Not one of my
4.
favorites, but-
Pokemon Red Blue.
Yes.
I got this game for
Oh my
for
god.
Game Boy
It
Pocket.
deserves this spot.
Ash received a Squirtle.
I got Pokemon
Exclamation.
Blue for Game Boy Pocket, and I played it so much that I wore out the save battery and lost everything, and I cried for a week because I lost everything.
Wow, that's really. I'm sorry, dude. That's really depressing.
It's like, you know, play every day for 8 hours type of game for me.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing that with Pokemon White. Somewhat. I'll be honest.
Red Blue. Better than all of Diablo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 2. Shadows of
I played.
So
number 3. Number PC
Go ahead,
and Mac.
go ahead.
Yeah. Josh. Go ahead.
Oh, me. Oh. Okay. I never finished it, so I guess I wasn't supremely interested, but it did have a really interesting story and a lot of really weird things you could do. It was kind of D&D-like, and the characters were also really well done. The characters and the way that you did spells and abilities and things was well done.
Yeah. Again, that's 12 years old. So.
I can't remember if it was this one or if it was the first Baldur's Gate.
This is the one where you start in prison.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, yeah, that's right. That was this one. So I played this game. I thought it looked good, but it's Dungeons and Dragons, so
Okay.
my thing. Could never really get into it.
Number 2, Chrono Trigger.
Sweet.
1995.
I like Chrono Trigger.
Yeah, me too. I think it deserves this spot. A top 3 spot, and I agree with number 2.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger is just one of those games. Yeah.
Did you play Chrono Cross, Oberle?
Oh, Chrono Cross.
No, sadly I haven't. I want to buy it, but I never did get a chance to play it.
Chrono Cross was one of the first RPG games that I played, along with Thousand Arms for PlayStation.
Huh.
Both of them were pretty good games. I like them. They're both JRPGs, of course. So.
Yeah.
And then number 1.
Number 1.
Oh, Final Fantasy VI.
Number 1.
Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VI.
Wait, really?
Super Nintendo, 1994. Oberle, you want to talk about this?
6, aka Final Fantasy 3, as most people know it. For Super Nintendo, if you buy it in America, it'll be called Final Fantasy 3. It's considered by many people to have some of the best music, some of the best scores in a RPG, even to this day. That's something that a lot of fans really hold dear, and just the gameplay is spot on. The characters are memorable, likable. I mean, there's nothing bad I can say about this game, and it did do a lot to kind of establish like the standards of the RPG genre, specifically Japanese. But I mean, it's just one of those standalones. I mean, I think some other ones could have deserved it. I mean, I could see Chrono Trigger being first. I could see Secret of Mana being first, but this game, I mean, it really does have a lot of those memorable moments, like kind of how, in 7 people talk about Aerith being killed by Sephiroth. Well, I mean, Final Fantasy 6 in my mind has a lot of moments like that spread throughout, like the cathedral scene and just the general gameplay. So I think it deserves the number 1 spot.
Yep.
I did play this game for the remake for Game Boy. I thought it was really good. I like the whole steampunk atmosphere to it. I think the whole like kind of magic is sort of something that's not really practiced, and then you end up getting into this whole thing. It was just really in depth. It was really in depth, and I really liked it. Looked good, played well. One of my favorites, I'd say. Definitely one of my favorites.
Okay. And, at number 0.
What?
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. There's no 0. Diablo 3. No, I'm just no. No. Doesn't afraid of anything. So yeah. A couple things. That's all we have of those.
Well, let's do some EPLZ and wrap it up.
Well, I want to give Oberle one little chance, because last time we were kind of, pro PC, kind of like master race. And Oberle was like, we gotta defend consoles. Go ahead.
Okay, Oberle. Defend away.
Okay. What particular, I guess... Okay, for me personally, I guess you could say...
Why do you like playing on consoles?
I can't really... Like, to play... Like, okay, you take a game that has the graphics of Uncharted 3 for PS3. I couldn't run that game on my laptop and make it look anywhere near as good as I can on my PS3 and TV. And since I'm not one of those people who is naturally drawn to tech, it wouldn't be feasible. Like I financially couldn't do it. So there's that aspect. And then for me, there's a lot of exclusive titles that I can only get on like the PS3 or the Wii that I couldn't get on PC through any normal means.
That's kind of true of all consoles as well. There's also exclusive to PC games.
Yeah, definitely so. But for me specifically, like a lot of games I really like, especially the more third-person action shooter genres and platform genres are really big on consoles. And then it's just kind of it's also a cultural thing for me because I'm really into fighting video games. And yeah, there's a lot of culture.
Many a time I came into our dorm room.
And I mean, there's just, you can get controllers for the PC, but I can't play a fighting game on anything but a pad. Some people, I have an arcade stick sitting behind me that I use sometimes. A few people prefer that. I'm a pad player. And it's just, recently more fighting games have started to come out on PC, like Capcom's whoring out Street Fighter as much as they can.
Street Fighter did come out on Steam, and I think Nate and I were both like, "That's just stupid."
Yeah,
I'm like, well, it'll be fine if you use this Xbox controller here or something. Because for some games, I do have to use a pad because they're optimized for controls because they came out on consoles first. And a fighting game or racing game, or those just work great with controls.
Yeah, and see, that's at a lot of fighting video game tournaments, for example, they don't allow anything but a wired controller or a wired arcade stick. So and they only play on PS3s and 360s. So it's just kind of a natural thing. And then I guess it's just even though the PC does sport quite a few genres and titles, on the whole, a lot of the more big AAA PC exclusive titles, you're talking Diablo, you're talking World of Warcraft, you're talking, there's a lot out there.
There's been a few others that were out for a while. I think Far Cry was one way back. It eventually came out for other consoles, but Crysis was The Witcher.
And Crysis, the newest one, ended up coming for PS3. And a lot of the big, RTS games and MMO games, I'm not really drawn to those.
Adventure games too. Adventure games too, like old stuff, like Grim Fandango, and Island.
Stuff. Yeah, those. You have like Psychonauts, the kind of continuing that, and a few other good platformers. So it's just most of the games that I kind of hold near and dear, the series. For years, Metal Gear, most fighting games. Devil May Cry. They're just the majority of the games that I play, I guess you could say, aren't available on the PC, and the technical aspect, again, that's the really big killer for me. Just like
for PC and consoles, for consoles it's economized again, it's subsidized. So you only pay so much for console, $300, $400, $500, and then you have to buy games, and it's easy. You just take it home, you plug it up, you're playing games within 10 minutes. With the PC, a lot of times you have to build them, or you can buy gaming PCs, but you're going to have to pay up front because you're paying for the hardware, not the hardware, whoever's selling it to you, because they don't have anything invested in that. So you'll spend quite a bit more. But PCs also do other things than just play games, so you're not completely wasting that. But if you're wanting just to play games easily, consoles. I guess what you're also saying is what it comes down to what I've said for a long time. It really depends on the types of games that you play, and what particular genre or
Yeah,
like
I
titles
mean,
that you play.
Like, I play good games. And,
I didn't mean that generic. Remember what Diablo 3 was on, Nate. Remember what
that's true. That's true. Okay, so there have been some letdowns.
yeah, it's always come down to what I prefer playing. And what I prefer playing is a lot of like shooters or adventure games, but also a lot of RTS and strategy. And that is just nearly impossible on a console.
Yeah, in fact, the only good console-based RTS that I've ever played, and there are very few, was a game that came out for the PS2 called Kessen, and there's Kessen and Kessen 2, and it was basically feudal Japan, like warlords fighting each other, and it was a kind of dumbed down RTS, I guess you could say.
Was it real time or turn based?
It was kind of a hybrid of the two.
Hybrid. Yeah, most strategy games on consoles are turn based, I find.
Yeah, and they have like Romance of the Three Kingdoms back in the day for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I guess the other aspect that keeps me hooked to the consoles is I'm a really big retro gamer.
That's true.
And I don't.
That's true. You have a ton of old games.
Yeah, and there's that collector aspect for the older games that I could get an emulator and play them, but sometimes emulators can mess up. A few times, like there's been like a few glitches with emulators or just different things not running just like it was in the original.
Yeah.
But more than that, it's just the collector's value, I guess you could say. Like I'm stuck with the consoles. Like I can't get away.
Yeah, I mean, out of the consoles that I've had over the years, I don't. I think the Wii is the only current gen one I have, but I had the old original Xbox and the GameCube, of course, and I loved all the games that are on there. That I played, like Zelda and all that stuff. But I still have the consoles and the games, just because, again, I'm kind of like you. It's a collector's thing. Mm-hmm. And I still enjoy those. A lot of console ports come over to the PC, and I still play them. Fable being one of them, and Josh can attest. I've been playing that like nonstop.
Yeah.
And yeah, Darksiders 2 is also a kind of console port, isn't it? Basically.
It is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it came out for the consoles first, and then ported over to the PC.
Darksiders 1 was definitely that way because the controls were atrocious on PC.
Yeah, I think 2 released basically at the same time for PC and console.
Yeah, they came out at the same time, but it was still a port.
Yeah,
because they didn't optimize it for PC controls. They just left it as like use a gamepad. So, yeah. Okay, well, the conclusion is. Find out what kind of games you like to play, and then choose your console or platform. PC if you have money to do it, and do other things than just play games on it. That's probably a good idea.
Rule the world.
Like rule the world.
Yes.
In conclusion, let's just. What have we been playing this week?
Let's see. This week. World of Warcraft for me. I'm waiting for Borderlands to come out on the 18th, which, by the way, I believe Sims, you and I are going to have some videos in the works whenever that comes out. And,
we're going to have a lot of people playing that with us, yeah.
And I think my brother says that he wouldn't mind sitting down and playing it like every day with us if he wanted.
Awesome. Josh might be able to play it too, maybe after this weekend, because we will be building a gaming PC for it. So yeah, for this week, for me, I've been playing, Fable 3. I just got Lego Batman DC Universe.
Nice.
Which, you know, Lego games, they're incredibly fun. You know, split
I love
screen's a little
Lego.
like, but local co-op only. So Josh and I might try a little bit of that. But yeah, I haven't been playing much more than Fable 3. And of course Minecraft. I have to stick on Minecraft every now and then. Oberle, Josh?
Josh, you can go ahead.
Well, I mean, I've been playing a lot of random free indie games on the internet, and I played To the Moon this week, last weekend, the entire thing at once. That's a really good game. Came out recently. And also a little bit of Splice. So,
Splice.
Kind of a random assortment of games. A lot of games that were for the latest Ludum Dare, with the theme of evolution. Some weird games came from that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what made me think about it, but also, I think you said indie game, so we might be playing a little bit of the new Trine 2 DLC.
Yeah.
I want to recommend Trine 2 to anyone out there. If you love a great platformer that looks amazing, play it. I think it's on... Is it on consoles as well? I think it is.
Perhaps. If so, I'm not aware.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. It does have Xbox control compatibility, so I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox.
It might be on a PSN for download.
On Xbox, yeah.
No. No, man. I'm talking about the PS3.
Live Arcade, but yeah, it might be on PSN as well. Go check that out. Oberle, what you been playing?
I've been going through Mass Effect 3 some. Just playing through that again.
I was going to say on PC, but no, on the console.
No. And I've been playing a lot of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'm in the top 5,000 players on PSN in the world right now. I'm hoping to get top 3,000 soon.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty epic.
Not unexpected, though.
Oh, and I owe it all to this Mad Catz, if you can see it. My Mad Catz licensed Pro Fight Pad, specially designed. Got nice button options over here. Really good directional pad.
That's the MC Shackle exclusive.
Yeah, Mad Catz, MC
Shackle.
Shackles.
Mad Cat Shackle.
Yeah.
Mad Cat Shackle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mass Effect 3. Yeah, stop before the end.
Yeah, once you get
to
Earth, stop playing.
I downloaded the ending, like the new ending, or the extended ending.
Extended cut. It doesn't change the ending. It just like puts in another color and like expounds upon it and like just more detail.
Okay, well that's as long as he doesn't turn out to be a woman.
It gives more closure than just like, here's some beautiful colors and they're on a planet.
Okay.
That's it gives you like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes of extra footage.
It basically goes through an 80s style montage, like, and Commander Shepard went on to own his own successful business, and it went on to this day. And then it like goes to the next.
Actually, there's a secret ending in it, where you can just kind of piss off the little whatever his name is, like
the
Godchild. You can just piss him off, and then you just die because it just like blows up, and he's just like, "Screw you! You don't get to save anyone." Then go live on a planet.
Wow.
So that's the new ending. It's even worse than before.
Well, I believe that kind of wraps us up.
EPLZ stuff, yeah. We'll be playing we might be playing Trine 2, but I meant to say Torchlight 2, Borderlands 2.
Oh yes.
All kinds of 2s.
Minecraft some more.
Minecraft 2.
PvP.
PvP 2. I mean Minecraft 2.
Yeah, we just started a PvP world on our server.
I'm totally going for that.
You might actually be able to play Tekken now.
Yeah, well, thanks for tuning in. If you tuned in, if you didn't.
Thanks for Josh for sticking around, even though he's just behind me. And for Oberle, MC Shackle.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, MC Shackle. We hope to have you on again soon.
MC Shackle.
I hope to be back. I enjoyed
On
it.
Boxhound,
I kind of want you to be a regular.
pretty sweet.
That
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'll come on as much as I can. You know, keep doing it on Friday nights. I'll hit up the stream when I can. Definitely.
Yeah, it might not be every week, maybe every other week or so. Kind of sporadic. But yeah.
And maybe I can give you updates on my fighting game video exploits.
Word.
Let you
Get
know
him
my
that
get him-
3,000. Go for the 2,000 and.
We have to get him a capture card so he can do streams on his.
Oh yeah, he has good HD PVR.
Yeah. Here we go.
To record.
Well, anyway, so thanks for tuning in. If you tuned in, if you didn't tune in next time, we'll have a version of this up on the EPLZ Gaming YouTube channel.
Yep.
At some point in the future.
Probably pretty soon, because I'll just upload it straight, just like it is.
Okay.
I've been recording.
So, fairly soon, right after then. We hope to see you next time.
Yeah, and let's all say goodnight to Nate, because he looks like he's about to pass out.
Good night,
I've
Nate.
I've been up since like 5, so.
Oh wow.
He's barely
I've been
standing.
up since like 6:30, so I know how you feel ish.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Are we all leaving now?
Well, I'm still broadcasting. We're not quite leaving.
Stream off!
I've been broadcasting before you could spell your name.
Oh, Jesus.